Call it what you want, spin, kick, slice, whatever. But we need to talk about the spin serve swing path because y'all be spinning some serves in that look more like lunch than a serve. I'm going to show you how to hit a heavy spin serve, but bear with me for a second. A great way to understand the spin serve is to understand how to hit a heavy ground stroke. So here I'm just dropping a ball and hitting a heavy ground stroke. This is a great comparison as the incoming trajectory isn't going to have a huge impact on the racket angle and swing path, much like a serve. So it looks like the swing path is traveling up at about 45 degrees. My racket face is pretty darn close to vertical at contact, maybe a hair closed. And the racket is obviously definitely traveling fast as well. Now let's take a look at a big spin serve from the same angle. We see a very similar swing path and racket face position. So basically what I'm saying is trying to swing along the baseline would be like trying to swing straight up on a forehand. All spin, no compression, and serving up a nice tasty snack for your opponent.
In your face!
So how do you get this compressed spinning ball over your head? Well, first you subscribe to my YouTube channel and then you understand that the upward swing path will be created simply by striking the ball while your racket is still progressing up. So you'll see contact is more on the inside of the hand as the racket should be moving from the inside of your hand to above the hand. So you won't be quite at full extension on this serve. But for both a flat and a spin serve, the racket edge needs to line up behind the ball. Now yes, the follow through might finish much more along the baseline, but if the swing path actually traveled along the baseline, you're producing a similar product as a floaty, spinny forehand. The reason that you will follow through more along the baseline is simply because you're directing forces more up as the arm is turning. So the drill you need to try and do is to spin the ball over your head, but try to start with the edge of the racket out to the side behind the ball. At first, to get the feeling, try to let the ball drop low, like it's going to hit you on the head. Now, this will turn into the arm and body being fully extended while just the racket has a bit to go. Now, don't get stuck on this too long as racket head speed is also very necessary to hit a big ball. So the goal is to simply incorporate this swing path into your hopefully fluid throwing motion. If nothing else, try to use that visual of what would I do to create a heavy forehand but over my head, and it should help you hit a heavier spin serve that's both fast and safe. I hope this video helps you get more enjoyment out of the sport of tennis. Please hit that notification bell so you know when we're back, and I'll see you next time.
Okay, now here's the drill. Try very, very hard to do it exactly as I'm explaining it. First, you're going to use your continental grip, but you're going to choke up way up on the throat of the racket. You're going to start in your regular serve stance, and I want you to put the racket with a bent arm around to the side like this. Now, it's not really at my back. It's more with the edge of the racket pointing forward. This is the starting position. And basically, you're going to throw the ball up on over your head, and you're going to try to go from this position directly to the ball and finish in this pronated position. Like if you had a wristwatch on your hand, you could see that. So try to do that without a ball a few times. Just go from choked up continental to the wristwatch position. Now, this is pretty easy to do. To throw the ball up over your head and hit it is pretty easy to do as well. But what we really have to understand and what we're going to try to do is we're going to try to do it and make the ball rotate forward over our head. And we're going to do that by not hitting at the peak of our extension. When we look at great servers add spin to their serve, we see contact on the inside of the hand. That implies that the racket still has a little bit of ways to progress up. So again, the drill, start from here, choked up continental grip. I'm going to throw the ball up and see if I can strike the ball as my racket's still progressing up, finishing in the wristwatch position. So edge, wristwatch. Again, creating a forward spin over your head is the most important thing you can do to be more consistent on your serve.